Yo guys, what is up? Welcome back to the new video. I'm the Casual Racing Gamer, and today we are talking about the Globular Cluster Comfortable mod for PSVR2. It is supposed to help keep your sweet spot, balance your PSVR2 headset better, and we'll talk about if I think it actually makes it more comfortable. This is not a sponsored video. I did pay for this with my own money. So obviously we know the PSVR2 headset is the sweet spot in the lenses are very small. What does that mean? It means if your eyes are not perfectly centered with the lens and the lens is a little off from the center of your eye, things look blurry and you actually believe that VR is just extremely blurry and not good if you've never used it before. So, you know, if you don't find that sweet spot, you're gonna get that feeling of blurriness. But once you find that sweet spot, you wanna keep that sweet spot. You don't want the headset to move, because again, if that headset moves a little bit, things become blurry. PSVR2 in the PSVR2 headset. On the opposite, when we're talking about like the Quest 3 that uses much better lenses, where the whole lens is a sweet spot. So no matter where you put a lens on a Quest 3, everything looks extremely clear. It doesn't lose its sharpness, and everything is clear. But that is not the case with PSVR2. So what this mod is supposed to help us do is keep that sweet spot no matter what we do with our head. Now, I'm only talking about this in relevance to a GT7. I only use it for sim racing in GT7. I think this mod is going to be extremely helpful if you play other VR games when you're jumping around. But for sitting down playing GT7, a sim racing game, we're only worried about keeping that sweet spot, obviously when we're looking straight. But when we turn our head to the side to look to cars on the side of us, we want to make sure that that headset's not moving. So when we center our head back, we still have that sweet spot. So it comes with a bunch of different inserts. Right now I do have the regular back piece on. There's a couple of different back pieces that come with it. There's different feelings. There's different options for you to choose. And then they give you 3 different front pieces for here. So there's like one with like a cooling gel. It's supposed to like help you, well, it's supposed to be breathable, sweat resistance. There's another one of a similar type, and then they just give you one of like a cloth one. They do give you different feelings between the 3. The mod is extremely easy to put on, taking off the previous other pieces and putting these on, which really within a couple minutes. So that wasn't a problem. Now, my big thing is PSVR2 for me is not a comfortable headset. So, and it definitely was a struggle to keep the sweet spot. But one thing that did help that I've been using up until this point is just a regular headband. Like I bought, like here, I bought a bunch of these little headbands, and what it does is I always had a problem with PSVR2 leaving marks on my forehead, on my nose, and everywhere. So putting this headband on under the headset actually helped keeping PSVR2 sweet spot pretty still for me. It also helped with pressure over here, with marks over here. So this was really good. I then switched out to this global cluster, and I was hoping for a very comfortable experience. Now, what I will say, and it does also come with this. This is the key right here. It does come with 2 top straps that you have a choice of changing. This one actually has a cushion in here, which is more comfortable on your head, and then it just has like a flat plain one. Now, I'm gonna say that is probably one of the most important things in the headset, and I'll tell you why. But this for me worked very well. Now, I'm gonna say putting on the globular cluster, it didn't really help with comfort. I still got marks on my nose. It left marks on my forehead. It didn't help with that. So in the end, I actually am using it still with the headband. But as far as keeping the sweet spot is kept extremely well. Once you have it locked in and you move your head around, the sweet spot is locked in there. One thing I always had an issue with PSVR2 is when I first put it on, because it didn't have like this top strap, you never know how far to go down and push it on. So sometimes I'll push it down, it'll be all the way down here, it'll be up here, and then I'll have to adjust it and then find that sweet spot. The good thing with having that top strap here when you put it on is every single time now I put this on, as soon as I put it on, I know where the top part needs to be on my head. I know exactly where it needs to be, and basically it's just to put it on, tighten the front, and you're good. You don't have to keep moving around, adjusting, finding the sweet spot. Where before it was always like a guessing game to first put it on and then where to find it, where I want it on my head, because there was nothing stopping it on the top to say, hey, this is exactly where you want it. So it definitely is great for keeping it on your sweet spot. It's definitely helped out with immediately putting it on without having a guessing game. But it didn't really help with comfort in it, to say that. I still find the nose piece really uncomfortable. It still leaves a mark on my nose. I think even more with this than before. But you know, I always found the nose piece really uncomfortable. I think this was really good if you really want something inexpensive, if you just want to go for something cheap with the headband. Now, obviously, this isn't really going to help find that sweet spot every time you put it on immediately. The globular cluster obviously helps much quicker with that. One thing I also noticed was I feel like I can kind of see the black around a little more with the front piece. I think these front pieces over here might be a little thicker, more cushion than the actual stock piece, which might remove some field of view, and while you can see a little more of those blackness around the sides where it kind of is bringing in your field of view where you can actually see the outer edges. I feel like I just felt it. It was just something I felt like I didn't go back and forth. I just put it on and felt like there was just more around the edge that I was seeing now than before. I know a lot of you guys might be using this already, so I want your opinion down below. You know, just let me know the things that I said. If you agree with it, if you don't agree with it, give your own opinions. Let me know, you know, maybe you guys have swapped out different pieces that work better with other pieces. So that's good. They do give you all these pieces, but as far as keeping your sweet spot, 100% it will keep your sweet spot. As far as comfort, I think this bandana actually helped a lot with comfort. I don't feel that it got more comfortable with this, but over time we'll just have to see it a little bit more. But I'm curious what you guys think. Let me know in the comments. Thumb up the video, subscribe. We'll catch you on the next one. We out of here. Peace.